Welcome, everybody, to the first annual holiday special of Squawk Talk Podcast. What is going
Ho,
on, my brother?
ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Where's the Tylenol?
Jolliest bunch of assholes this side of the nut house. Let's go, man. Holy crap. That was a good
Uh,
quote. Good quote. Way to start off
how's your
strong, big dog. Start
how's your
strong.
Christmas Eve going, big dog?
Going good. I'm wearing something pretty comfortable. I'm going after, I want to look like one of my heroes from Christmas movies, so I'm going as Cousin Eddie tonight.
Love
So it's,
it.
it's
I
going
love
pretty
it.
good. I like that sweater you're wearing over there.
Thanks, man. We got the Grinch. We got the Seahawks representing the dub today. You know?
Yeah, baby. Keeping those playoff hopes alive, the dreams.
Yes, sir. Vikings down, Seahawks up. We back in the wild card slot.
That's how we do it. Thanks to what is it, to the Lions for winning today.
Yes, sir. Thank you for the early Christmas
Congratulations.
present, Lions.
Congratulations to
Detroit.
the Lions. Congratulations. They made the playoffs for the first time in almost 20, 30 years? Congratulations to them. They deserve it. But, dude, tomorrow's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve right now. We're
Yes,
doing
sir.
this for the viewers, for the listeners, for everyone out there. This is our gift to you.
Next year, we'll do the gift in person.
Yes, sir. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait. It's going to be beautiful. It's going to be a
Yep.
beautiful
I'm gonna
thing.
come. I'm gonna come visit for the holidays next year, and
Yeah.
we're gonna go hard next year, man.
Gonna roll with it, brother. But let's get going on some of these topics that you and I have talked about. Um, I want to know what your favorite top 5 Christmas movies are. Top 5.
Top five. I'd have to go the night, starting at number one and
Okay.
working my way down.
Okay.
Number one would be the night before.
Never seen it.
Dude, it's really good. We'll watch it next year. I'm terrible with actor names.
Oh yeah.
But it's the one with Seth Rogen in it.
Oh yeah. I have seen it. Yep. My bad. My bad.
Okay,
We talked
yeah,
about it.
I really like that one. That one's really funny because it's funny. You got drama. You've got that sense of urgency that keeps you on the edge of your seat, but at the same time, you've got the holiday spirit that makes you relax and be like, this is a good movie. So
Hell
the
yeah.
night before,
Okay.
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, goated, goated. The number three is Seven Crazy Nights.
It's 8 crazy nights, brother.
Oh, that's right, Hanukkah. Eight Crazy Nights. Number four, A Christmas Story. And number five, Elf.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a way to round that out.
You want to know what my
Huh?
least favorite Christmas movie is? The
Hit me
one I
with it.
absolutely hate. I
Yeah,
hate with a passion the Polar Express.
terrible movie. Just terrible.
In my last serious relationship, I was forced to watch the Polar Express. Honestly, that was domestic abuse. I was domestically abused every Christmas being forced to watch that terrible demonstration of cinema.
Oh my goodness.
But what's your top five?
I, I I haven't seen it. So
You
I
haven't
just
seen the Polar
know that
Express?
no, I just know it's dog water.
Dude,
My wife,
dog water is delicious compared to that assault on
my
my
wife,
eyeballs.
she'll freaking sing the songs from the movie, and I don't even know what they are.
You're lucky.
So okay. Here's my top 5. I'm gonna, I'm gonna, I'm gonna start number 5. Okay.
Okay.
There's a lot to choose from. Lot.
Yeah.
I gotta think back. Number 5. I'll go with Elf.
Okay.
Love that movie. Great movie. Number 4, I'm going to have to go Christmas Story.
Okay.
Number 3, I'm hitting you with a wild card here. The original Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the claymation one. It
I
gets
respect it.
overlooked, but it is a cornerstone of this holiday and the
Mhm.
season. Number 2, Going with Christmas Vacation too. I got to. It's beautiful.
Yes.
I know I'm dressed like Cousin Eddie. He deserves my respect. The city was full. He had a great time. He freaking delivered that boss in a bow to Clark Griswold's doorstep. I loved it. Number 1, hands down, the greatest Christmas movie of all time to me. You can go all the way. Arnold Schwarzenegger. You got a young Anakin Skywalker in that movie. He goes after the Turbo Man. It's Turbo time. You got Sinbad thrown in there too as Myron, as the post office guy, as the post office mailman dude. Good movie, bro.
What movie?
Great movie. Huh?
What movie?
Jingle all the way, big dog.
I've never seen it.
He got two. He got two. They're going out trying to find a Turbo Man, bro. Only
I've
the
never
hottest
heard it.
selling. Turbo Man is only the hottest selling action figure of all time.
I believe that, but I never heard of the movie.
Him and his trusty psychic booster go up against Dementor and the Nina team, bro. Great movie. You gotta
Hot
watch
take.
it. Watch it. That hot take. That is the greatest movie, Christmas movie made.
Do you feel that Die Hard is a Christmas movie?
No, not at all.
Thank you. I don't
Name
either. Just because it's not hosted, set on Christmas Day, does not make a Christmas movie.
during the holiday season. That's the argument. It's during the holiday season.
And I don't.
I don't think The Nightmare Before Christmas is a Christmas movie. That's a Halloween
No, it's a
movie, bro.
Halloween movie. And I mean, I've got my own personal opinion on Halloween anyway, so
Yep, I know you
not a
do.
not a
I know you
fan.
do. So do I. But no, dude, I think that our top 5 movies of all time for Christmas time pretty solid and pretty spot on with each other.
Yeah, honestly, we only had two different movies,
Yep. You
and those
had
those two slots were in different spots. That's
they
funny
were in
because your number 1 and my number 3 were different.
Yep. So I mean, yeah, dude. I find no better joy than watching Christmas movies, dude. I think it's so humbling. Actually, I I want to get rid of Elf. I want to get rid of Elf. Elf is out of the top 5.
Okay.
Number 5 for me is Deck the Halls. You got Danny DeVito and you got Ferris Bueller, dude. Great movie.
You wanna know something crazy?
What's that?
Never seen it. I've really been kind of stuck on the classics. It wasn't until this last year when I had more holiday freedom, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
I had more freedom to celebrate how I saw fit.
I get it.
That I kind of started expanding. Number 1
Your
and number 3,
horizons.
The Night Before and 8 Crazy Nights. Last year was the first time I
Mm-hmm.
saw them.
I've never seen Eight Crazy Nights. I know it's Adam Sandler though.
Yeah, it's animated and I it's a mix between a Hanukkah movie and a Christmas movie. But
Right?
god damn, it's good, dude. It's good.
I've
You
heard
gotta
it's very good.
you gotta watch it. I recommend it. Highly recommend it.
I see it on the TV all the time, and I was talking with my sister-in-law, and she said that she She either watched it or just saw it on there, and it reminded her, "Oh yeah, that's a good movie."
Dude, it's
So
so quotable.
no, dude, there's no greater movie that's quotable than Christmas Vacation.
And I agree. I agree. But all I'm saying is that movie has a lot of quotes. And they're quotes that people wouldn't know unless they've seen the movie a couple of times. Because they're so random, but they're so funny. Like if you quote it and then someone laughs at it and is like, "Oh my god, that's such a good movie," or they quote back to you, that's when you know they got some good
That
taste.
homie. Hell
For
yeah,
real.
dude. Good stuff. This hat is freaking hot, man. There's beaver
Yeah,
fur on my head. It
mine's
is
getting warm.
freaking hot.
It's getting hot carrying all this excellence on the top of my head.
When you know you got the hottest podcast going on right now,
Yes,
it's a
sir.
lot to carry. It's a lot of
Yes,
pressure.
sir.
Pressure to give
Stand
good
on
content for you.
business.
Mm, mm, mm. So, oh man,
Quote stuff.
that was good because I was thinking about that today. What's your favorite movies? But okay. What's your favorite movie quote? Christmas movie quote.
That's a good one, man. There's so many. It's obviously gonna be from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, right? And there's so many from that. Like, look, Randy, no line. That's a good one. When
No,
she's
it's
lifting up her skirt,
yep.
or the classic shitter's full.
Shitter's full. Shitter's full. Yep. Yeah, dog.
But I can't quote it, and every year I try to, but it's my favorite of all time, is the Griswold rant at the end when right before he brings in his boss on a bow, and everything's going to shit, and he goes on the rant. He's like, I wish, and he just tons of explicit obscenities, and then
Hey,
Merry Christmas, holy shit, where's the Tylenol?
great quote. Good quote, man. That was
That one's
really
my
good.
favorite. I wish I could quote it from beginning to end. I'm gonna get there one day though.
I want Mr. Shirley right here in this house, wrapped in a bow. Oh man, that's a good quote. I think that if I had to choose one, um, obviously you could go with the greats. Like they want you to say grace, and she's like, Grace, she died
Grace.
30 years ago.
Yeah.
Or is your house on fire, Clark? No,
Yeah.
Bethany, that's just my. Um,
Is
I have to say
Clark
though,
still?
my is
Is
Randy
Randy
still in
still in
the
the
Navy?
Navy?
My favorite one though is from um, Jingle All the Way. Oh,
Okay.
Arnold Schwarzenegger gets their door busting trying to find this Turbo Man, and they're trying to do this scene, or like they're in this store and they get handed a bouncy ball, and that has a number, and they do a lottery to try and find this toy, and the balls end up getting thrown in the air, and Arnold Schwarzenegger gets tackled by these like dogpiled, like the type of door busting that I wish I could see. I want to see people get tackled. I want to see like toys go flying up the air. I want to see NFL style tackles. Okay, that's my Christmas wish for door busting. But Arnold's dogpiled on, and Sinbad got two balls for the lottery, and he's yelling, "He got two! He got two!" And then all these people are like, "But the mailman!" And dude, he just gets struck, and the balls go flying up. And oh, dude, it's great. I love it. My favorite quote of all time for Christmas movies. He got two.
Well, and then there's
Yeah,
then there's the gleaming symbol of sex in the
oh
window.
yeah, yep. Fragile, dude.
Yeah. Then
Fragile.
there's fragile must be French. Oh, it's a
I just like
bowling
how
alley. How would they
I
send a bowling alley? Well, I don't know, the title or something.
you won a major award. Dude. Oh man, I love how the whole neighborhood showed up, and the mom's like, "Oh, you know that mom, Ralphie's mom, should have been more appreciative of the old man's major award. I can't believe
I
she destroyed
know.
that. I mean, talk about insecurity right there. She can't let the old man have any joy from winning a major award.
Well, and you know what's funny? I've always connected with that movie because, like, I remember the scene where, he's helping his dad change the tire and he's like, oh, fudge. But I didn't say fudge. I said it. The big F-bomb or whatever he says. And then
Oh,
he goes back. I mean, I was like, so who taught you that word? Where'd you hear that word from? He's like, I'm not going to say it's from my old man. And he
right?
said, and then, calls up the mom.
Sports his
And she's
mom
like,
or
do
something
you
like
know
that.
what Randy just said? Or what Ralphie just said?
You got
And
Randy stuck in your head. What's with this name Randy?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because it was Rusty for Christmas Vacation, and now you're saying Randy again for Christmas Story.
I don't know.
You're thinking Randy Quaid. No, wait, no. Yeah, Randy Quaid is cousin Eddie. I don't know where
Maybe.
Randy's coming from. Randy is Ralphie's little brother, though.
Right. But anyway, he calls up Ralphie's friend, Schwartz.
Yep,
And you
sports.
know what Ralphie just said? She whispered it. What? What? You know where he heard it from? Probably his father. No, your son. And then boom, 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 boom. Oh, Ma, what I do? Ma, what I
Mom,
do?
come on, Mom,
But
come on, please, come on.
it's so funny because I feel like every young boy in America has had an experience like that. I remember the first time my mom caught me cussing. I said the S word.
Was I there with you?
I don't think
Was I
so.
with
I
you?
don't think so. I know my brother was there. And I remember we were down in the basement. We had this little like boombox set up, and I was
Yeah.
trying to plug in the aux cord. And I don't know, I was a messy little kid, right? So I had peanut butter on me somewhere, and the peanut butter got on the headphone jack. And when I was trying to put in the aux cord or the headphone jack into the port, the peanut butter got on the port. And I just looked at it and I said, "Oh shit!" And my mom was behind me, quiet as a mouse, and she was like, "What did you say?" And I said, "Shoot, Ma, shoot!" I said, "Shoot!" And I like dude, it's so relatable. And that's why Christmas Story will always stay in my top 5
Oh,
because of the
absolutely. I think,
relatableness of it
dude, it's on 24 hours because
on
of
TBS.
TBS. That was one of the greatest traditions that we ever had. So I think that's a good
Mhm.
segue into what our next topic was going to be that you brought up before we got on. Is, dude, Christmas. It was a Christmas Story. We watched it the night before, and then we just kept it on. The TV was always on when we went to go open presents, and A Christmas Story was on. We
Yep,
got
it
to
was
watch.
always on in the background.
Yep, the Bumpus's bloodhounds were out, and he freaking closed the ear in the door. It's all, dude. Great tradition there. That was my tradition growing up with my family was A Christmas Story on, and I'm pretty sure it was with a lot of the viewers too.
I think
So, what was
my
yours, man? What was
favorite my favorite tradition growing up would have to have been everybody piling in the car. Would go to church on Christmas Eve, would
yours?
come home and would warm up for a little bit, and then would all hop in the car, and my dad would drive us around to go look at Christmas lights in all the neighborhoods. And there was always one house that would have hot chocolate. Would get hot chocolate and would drive around for hours and just look at all the beautiful Christmas lights and everything. That is one of the traditions I miss the most, and one of the
Yeah.
traditions that I'm gonna install in my family when I get one.
Right? No, I hear you. That's definitely a good one to have because that's memories. It's those memories that like you don't think are such a big deal when you're younger, but now looking back, it's like holy crap. That's stuff I'll
Right.
remember forever.
Because we got to open up one Christmas present on Christmas Eve, and it was always after we looked at lights. And so like when I was little, I always looked at looking at lights as an obstacle between me and my present.
Right.
But as I got older, I appreciated it more. And then when I moved away from home, and I've missed that because like
Yeah.
I've got mad respect for my dad for that tradition, because me driving around looking at Christmas lights, it's incredibly difficult.
Right.
My dad sacrificed the beauty of Christmas lights on Christmas Eve to drive us, so my mom and my brother and I could sit and look at the lights, because like now that I'm driving and I'm the one paying attention to the road, I
Right.
miss out on that. So that's a huge shout out to my dad. That's one of those things that as a kid I didn't understand, like it doesn't sound like a big sacrifice, but it really is, because like when you really admire the beauty, like he did that for the family.
Right.
And that's one of the biggest things that I appreciate now as a young man, that I miss that. I miss
Yeah.
seeing the lights. And so like huge shout out, Dad. Like I appreciate that, and I just want to let you know.
And give a round of applause to Papa Powell. That was beautiful. If it wasn't for him, hell yeah, good job, good job. Big friend of the pod. Big friend of the pod.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We started a new one. My dad and I. We buy a mini keg of German beer. We did it for Oktoberfest because, as you know, my family last name, but has some German heritage to it. So we're like, well, let's get a mini keg. So our go-to now is tapping a mini keg for Christmas. We did it this weekend, and man, it was a freaking party, dude.
That's awesome.
That's one of those ones where it's like you're older, you could, it's like, yeah, let's do this thing. But no, that was shout out to my dad for making, Christmas is just a day. To me, Christmas is just a day. It's not about what day you spend it together. It's the fact that you are together. So
Right.
tomorrow,
And
yep.
I agree. I think it's the traditions, old and new, that are done with loved ones, far and close and far. That's what makes the holiday special, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, right now we're making a new tradition, a new holiday tradition, that from here on out, every Christmas Eve, we're gonna record a pod.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
I think that's what makes the holiday special. The December 25th it's just a day, because you can celebrate and move that special holiday anytime in December, right?
Absolutely.
When I was deployed for Christmas and I'd come home, my parents would be like, "All right, let's do Christmas." And it's
Mm-hmm.
special. And I know so many families that I've been deployed with, they would go home months after Christmas. They'd put up the tree, they'd put up the lights, they'd bake the cookies, they'd exchange gifts, and celebrate Christmas in like March, because that's when they finally got home from their deployment. And it was just as special if it was on December 25th.
Christmas is a beautiful time. The holiday times is beautiful. I really think it is a time for everyone to come together. But like you said, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. You could have it in July. And,
And this
you could have
kind
it
of leans
anytime.
me into another question, right? My boy, freshly married, right? You're starting your own family and new family and everything.
Mm-hmm.
What are some traditions you and your wife want to install into your new family?
My big
And this
one for me. Go ahead. What's that?
this goes to include like when you guys have kids or whatever. Like,
Right.
have you guys thought that far ahead or?
We have. My big one is going to be going out and cutting down a Christmas tree.
Okay.
I'm not throwing out shame to anyone that goes to a Christmas stand, but it's something about just like good old Clark Griswold going out in the old rear-wheel drive sleigh or front-wheel drive sleigh. Um, Something about going out into the wilderness and cutting down your own tree with your own hands. It's $10, dude. It's $10 to go cut down your tree in Idaho, and then you get the memory of the day,
Mm-hmm.
and you get like you could have your kids pick out your tree if if it's a good one. If not, then you'd be like, no, next year. Good try though. You're not ready. But I think that's my big one that I want to instill in the family is going out and cutting down a tree. And when we'll go get the Christmas tree the weekend after Thanksgiving.
Awesome.
So, and then put up Christmas lights together. So it's kind of like something that I like to do. And I think that my wife would be on board with it. So, what about you, big dog? What do you want to do? What's one thing that, other than going out and looking at the lights, what do you
So
want to go?
so first off, if I keep the K truck, which I'm kind of wanting to now, somebody's got to give me a really good offer for me to sell it.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna paint it red.
Just a little red truck, all in a Christmas
Howl in
tree.
a Christmas tree.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. And that's what I'm gonna use because I want to cut down my own tree with me and my significant other if I find one, and go cut down the tree in the K truck, and then if we're including kids into the picture, right? Um, I want when it comes to Christmas decor, right? A lot of people are all about little red trucks hauling a Christmas tree and all the little Merry Christmas kind of things and everything. Me, I'm about illumination.
Illuminate all
Illumination,
exterior. Yes.
that has been instilled in me since the first time I watched Christmas Vacation. And gosh darn it, if my house isn't the brightest house on the block, then I'm doing it wrong. And so it's going to be me and my kid out there putting up the lights the day after Thanksgiving.
There you go. Your
And
father
then
was the one that taught you everything you knew about exterior illumination.
yes, sir. He
Good,
taught he
good.
taught me the plastic bag trick for the connections.
Plastic bag trick.
Yeah, so to keep water away from the electrical outlets,
Mm-hmm.
my dad taught me all sorts of ways with a plastic bag, with a bottle, all sorts of ways
Huh.
to keep those connectors dry. And he did. He taught me everything I know about exterior illumination.
There you go. Same with my dad. Shout out to our dads. They
Yes,
know who they
sir.
are.
We
Yeah,
got some
dog.
good
Yeah, dog.
ones.
Yeah, dog.
Yeah, dog. And then
I just finished
I
my
also
drink,
want
so
to. There
what's
we
that?
go.
Good stuff.
I also really enjoy baking. So like
There
I
you
would
go.
like to every weekend in December bake something different.
Okay. So
And
let me ask
then
you this: number one cookie. Number one cookie.
so my mom makes these butter cookies
I think I've
and
had them.
she dyes them green and she has a cookie press in the shape of a Christmas tree. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the shape. I don't know if it's the color. But dude, they're like crack. That is my
Tell
number
me.
one Christmas cookie. I love those so much. I haven't had them in years. I miss them so much. But That's the number one cookie to me, and I think it's the
stuff.
sentimental value.
Good deal.
Well, because dude,
yeah.
there were Christmases where my mom would make an entire tray, and I would sit at the table and eat the entire tray, and everybody else in the house would be upset because there's no more cookies because I sat there and I ate every single one of them. But I also want to instill the Christmas Eve light shows.
There you go.
But what's your number one cookie?
So I got kind of a homemade one.
Okay.
And a store-bought one. So store-bought one is the white chocolate fudge Oreos.
Oh.
They're literally the best Oreo made, and it's only during Christmas time, and it's gotten so hard to find. But the homemade one, no bake cookies.
Interesting.
My mom and my dad both made them growing up, and I can't choose between the two of them because they're so freaking good. No bake cookies are my go-to, and I don't like oatmeal.
Dude.
I don't like oatmeal, dude. I freaking love no bakes.
That just unlocked a core memory for me. My my first like real girlfriend in high school. I remember she made me no bake cookies for Christmas. That shit was good too, by the way. Yeah, no bake cookies are actually goated, dude.
Pretty fire, and I feel like it's an overlooked cookie. It's not
Oh, it
just a
is.
Christmas cookie. It's a any time of year cookie. If you know, any time of year. Forget chocolate chip. Forget the funfettis. Forget the sugar cookies. Forget the snickerdoodles. Forget the white chocolate macadamia nut. Forget the oatmeal raisin, dude. No bakes.
Okay, but in the summertime, I disagree.
Why?
Because they melt and they get all mushy.
Or if you're inside, they don't.
Yeah, but not everybody's inside all the time. That's not true.
Okay, name one. Ice cream.
Oatmeal raisin.
Melt.
Oatmeal raisin don't melt. How?
They come out of the oven hot, right? So they're all mushy. And then
right, but they don't melt. They don't melt.
Do you eat oatmeal raisin?
Yeah, I actually don't like if it's fresh out the oven. I like oatmeal raisin. I know. I think they're good. It's an unpopular opinion, but I think they're good.
Wow. You kind of stumped me on that one because I thought I knew everything about you, but that's a surprise.
And, I didn't learn to like oatmeal raisin cookies until I was working at McDonald's. And I'd pull them out of the oven, and I'd pay for a cookie before my shift was up, and I'd throw it in the oven, and I'd make it. And I don't know, fresh out the oven. Maybe it's because I was super hungry working at McDonald's. I don't know. But I don't know, man.
Well, I don't know, man. My opinion is I don't like them. I don't plan on liking them.
I respect that.
That's about
it's the
it.
holidays, so I'm gonna respect it.
All right. Good deal.
I would like to give a sneak peek to some new segments coming to the podcast.
Let's do it.
I came up with a new segment where I explain things normally wrong because I do that. But the segment I'm going to call it is Ethan Explains or Ethan's Explanation.
Okay.
And I've got a really good one. It's locked and ready to go. It's just not on the Christmas topic, so I'm saving it for the next pod. But we're going to be coming in hot with Ethan's explanations. I'd like to give
For
a
the new
shout out
year.
to my boy Dunham. He actually came up with the idea.
That's a good idea. I like that. Why don't our viewers DM us, comment, and come up with ideas that we want to talk about, that they want to hear about, and whether we know about the topic or not, we'll just freaking go with it.
We will talk about the topics with zero research and just see how close we can get to it being actually correct.
Good job, Dunham. Yes, sir. Good deal. But no, that's a great one. And I want to go on a little bit of a rant because I don't feel like it's been talked about enough. I want to talk about the Washington Husky football team. They are the greatest football team in college football, the greatest of all time. They're going up against the Texas Longhorns in the All-State Sugar Bowl on January 1st, college football semifinals, playoff game. People need to start putting some respect on University of Washington name. Don't look away from me, bro. Don't look away from that. Don't roll your eyes, bro, because the Washington Huskies are the greatest football team, are the greatest university, are the greatest state of all time. That's all I gotta say. Michael Penix deserved that Heisman Trophy. He is my Heisman winner, and the Huskies are all the way, going all the way. All roads lead through Washington, baby. Go Dogs! National champions, 2023, baby. 2024. Let's go. Sorry, I had to get that out. It's been burning up inside of me, and I felt like this was the right platform to do it. I know it's not like Christmas time, but it's in the season. So I just wanted to say that. Go Dogs. So yeah, thanks. That was beautiful. Good job, Joey.
Well, on
Yay.
that note, I think this would be a good conclusion for our short Christmas special. I just want to say a quick thank you to our viewers, our subscribers, supporters of the pod. I'd like to give a special shout out to my mom and dad for making the holidays something special for me as a little kid and keeping the holidays alive for me to this day. And I hope to carry on that tradition, starting with this podcast.
That's awesome. I want to give before I give my talk about my parents and how much I love them. We have in our podcast fan realm, we have a future college student, who just signed his letter of intent to play soccer at College of Southern Idaho here in Twin Falls.
Hell yeah.
He is my cousin through marriage, but he's my cousin all the same. Congratulations, Biagio. I'm very proud of you. We are all very proud of you up here, and we are so excited to watch you play. We will do everything we can to support you. And to my parents, I love you. Thank you for dealing with me growing up and giving me the best Christmases possible, even to this day. And to my wife, I love you. And I'm so excited to spend our first Christmas here at home together. And thank you for letting me do this podcast tonight, because I know you're out in the living room watching TV. So, good deal. And thank you to my brother, because without you, none of this would be possible. We're a team, brother.
Yes,
We're
sir.
a team.
Yes, sir. We all we got.
We all we need. We all we need.